Hey there, YouTube. It's Rico the Fox Kid here. So today I picked up one pack of Gold Series 4 Pyramids Edition. So pretty much my review of the set, it's not bad, but it's also not good. Like, it had a lot of potential that it didn't live up to. Like, there were a lot of golds that could have been reprinted instead of the ones that they did choose to reprint, and there's just a lot of cards in general that they skipped. Like, uh, one that I noticed a lot of people mention was Fossil Diamond Pachycephalo. Um, that so there were a lot of cards that could have been really awesome as golds, and the wasn't them. It did do a bit of a foreshadowing, and since Blackluster Soldier Envoy of the beginning is in it, a lot of people will believe that he has a good chance of coming off the list. I personally am one of those people. I will not be surprised if Blackluster Soldier comes off the list. Um, the biggest thing about the set, though, is that it comes with a free mat. I got the Yugi mat here. I actually pulled the Kaiba mat, but my friend Curtis Z88, who had bought the set before me, he had got a Yugi mat, but wanted a Kaiba mat, and I wanted a Yugi mat, so we switched. Mat is really awesome. It is the same material that is used, like mats you win at regionals and all that. It's a little bit smaller. There's no little extra part at the bottom right below the spell and trap card zone, so uh, not really much room to put your banish pile, but that's okay with me because usually the decks I run, I don't run a really big back row, so I just usually put my banish pile like right here or right here. So that's really cool. But yeah, the set was far from bad. It was disappointing. There were golds could have been better. The commons were actually kind of impressive though. Uh, there were a lot of the commons in here that I actually consider using at some point in time. So the cards actually pulled. I was amazed. This has got to be probably the second best gold series I've ever had. First is obviously Gold Series 2. You know, I've mentioned that a lot with the Ryza, Prime Material, Dragon, Gold Sarcophagus, and then Necroguard and Veil of Darkness, Dad, and all that. That's still going to be the best sets I've ever pulled so far. This is pretty close, though. Quite a few cards in this set that I wanted. I got 6 of them at least, I think. Yeah, I believe it's 6. Yeah, 6. Maybe a little more, but there were 6 that I knew for sure I wanted. The rest, I can work with them. They're all really cool. So, I'm going to go into it. The theme of this Gold Series, every Gold Series tends to have a theme. Gold Series 1 was a lot of powerful classic cards. Gold Series 2 had 6 Sams and uh, stuff in it, and a lot of darks in it. Gold Series 3 had zombies and black wings and Amazons, I believe, also. Gold Series 4 is a bunch of classic cards. Cards that were really old, really hard to get. It does break a little bit. So I'm going to go into commons. I got... First common I pulled out was Magic Formula, which is... it's a really good reprint because for whatever reason the secret rare version of this is $90, which frankly I don't get because it is not that good of a card. I mean, it's you equip with a Dark Magician, or Dark Magician will gain 700 attack, and when sent from the field to grave you gain 1,000. There's nothing really impressive about that. So I don't know why the secret rare version of this is $90, but it is, so whatever. So yeah, that was the first common I pulled. Next was Recurring Nightmare. I don't run a lot of darks that have 0 defense, so I probably wouldn't use this. Still a nice card. The Alternate Art of Toon World is just awesome. Just looking at this artwork of Toon World, I kind of want to make a Toon deck now. So I need to pick up 3 copies of Toon Table of Contents because I didn't pull that, but I got a few more Toon World drawing around. So yeah, this was really awesome. I love this artwork of Toon World. A friend of mine a long time ago had a Japanese structure deck, Pegasus, and had this picture of Toon World. I'll just be honest, I love this picture of Toon World. It's amazing. So yeah, alternate artwork Toon World. Genesis Dragon. This was a really nice reprint as a common because it was originally a Shonen Jump promo, so it was kind of hard to get. Genesis Dragon is really good for dragon decks, so I know there's a few guys at my locals who are going to want this. So Genesis Dragon. Lich Lord, it's not very impressive. He was in Structure Deck 12, so he's nothing too impressive. Meltiel, Sage of the Sky, it's a nice counter fairy card. It's decent. I'm not much of a counter fairy person, though, so. Whitehorn Dragon, this is a pretty awesome card, so. Pretty nice to have one. I think I had one before, but. Goddess with the Third Eye, this was one of the fusion substitutes that I put in here. I don't run fusions, and frankly, if you're going to use a fusion substitute, I would use a Hex Sealed Fusion or a King of the Swamp instead. So Goddess with Third Eye is not very impressive, but... And this is Millennium Shield. This is one or two of the vanilla monsters in this deck, or in this set. This was an alternate artwork. I don't think this type of Millennium Shield was ever released in America. It's just a pretty awesome artwork. Another one of my friends at local was just joking about, just because of how cool it looks, he wanted to side this against a guy who runs dragons and just laugh when he attacks it with like Blue Eyes White Dragon or whatever. So yeah, Millennium Shield's pretty awesome. Robin Goblin, I don't think this really should have been in the set. I mean, that could have been something else. Orichalcos Shinros, another jump promo, the only Orichalcos card that was ever released to the public. Shinros is pretty nice if you're running a normal monster deck. Eternal Drought, this has never been released in America before, but it's pretty much Ragiki for Eternal Drought. Or not, that made no sense at all. It's Ragiki for fish-type monsters, which would be awesome against Fish OTK if you actually got a turn against them if they managed to go off. So Eternal Drought's actually not that impressive. But it's never been in America as far as I know. So Eternal Drought. Goddess of Whim. This card's it was a McDonald's promo. Flip a coin. If it call it right, then it doubles attack. If you call it wrong, it's halved. It's not gonna. It max is 1900 attack, so it's not impressive really. It was a McDonald's promo though. Radiant Gerald, this card makes me want to barf. When this card is sent to the graveyard, except if destroyed by battle, you gain 1,000 life points if Sanctuary and the Sky is on the field. That's gotta be one of the most situational things I've ever seen. But it has 2,000 defense. But still, that's... Ugh. That's not... I don't like that at all. It's just Radiant Gerald sucks. Prometheus, King of the Shadows. I actually want to kind of tech this. This was pretty fun. But something that Curtis D88 pointed out that I found was kind of hilarious. In Gold Series 2, this guy was a gold rare. So now that he's a common, he's been in 2 Gold Series. One of them he was a gold, the other was common. I think that's kind of funny. I think he's the only card that's ever done that. Or the only card that's ever been in more than 1 Gold Series. Versago the Destroyer is another fusion substitute. Like I said, not very impressive. This was one of the cards I actually really wanted. That was Injection Fairy Lily. Because Injection Fairy Lily has just always been one of my favorite cards. Ever since I did the whole Warrior Toolbox stuff when I first started, Injection Fairy Lily was always my ace card. And I love how she's a target for Debris Dragon, so she can be teched into like Plant Synchro and all that. And I've had a lot of Injection Fairy Lily lilies over the year. I've had at least 3 secret rares all at separate times, and I don't have any of them anymore, so it was really nice to have a common Injection Fairy Lily. So I'm actually going to tech this into a Plant Synchro deck. This has got to be quite possibly the best common in this set, Deck Devastation Virus, because this thing just craps over so many things this format, like so many decks. It kills 6 Sam, it kills Plant. Actually, I think it kills Gravekeeper. Yeah, it kills Gravekeeper. It kills just a bunch of stuff. I think it kills Fish, right? Yeah, it kills Fish. It just kills a lot of stuff. I'm just waiting for the day I fight a Exodia guy and get this against him, see what his reaction is. It will not kill Scraps though, as far as I know. Yeah, I don't think it's killing Scraps. Deck Devastation Virus, really awesome. Sword of Dark Wrath, I don't even know what this does. Equip the Dark Monster gains 400 attack. Equip the Monster Tribute and discard a single card, return the card in your hand. That's not very impressive either. 400 attack? Yeah, that's not impressive. And there was Skull Dice. If it had its anime effect, that would be awesome. but it doesn't, so it's a little underwhelming. It was a promo though, so it was really hard to come by. And of course, the troll card of the set, Pendulum Machine. Never released in America, and frankly never should have been released in America, because this card sucks. Pendulum Machine. It's a vanilla, level 6 with 1750 attack. That just sucks so much, but of course I feel like being an idiot, and now I want everyone to give me their pendulum machines just to see how many I can accumulate. So if anyone out there on YouTube wants to give me their pendulum machines, let me know, because I want to collect a lot of them. Alright. But yeah, pendulum machine was actually a card I was after, because I just wanted to collect as many pendulum machine as I can. That was probably to be honest, when I was looking through this, that was probably the card I got most excited about, like even more excited than the golds. Pendulum Machine. Toon Dark Magician Girl, really hard to come by. Alright, and then the golds I got, this was amazing, because all three of these golds were cards I wanted out of this set. Chaos Sorcerer, Raikou Lightsworn Hunter, and Titanial, Princess of Camellias. The first one I looked at was Chaos Sorcerer, which was... I was just flipping out because that was probably the second biggest card in the set that I really wanted. So to think that it was the first card I pulled, that was amazing. Then I looked at it was Raikou, which was the card of the set that I wanted. And now I've got 4 Raikou, 2 supers, 1 common, and a gold, and it's just awesome to have that many Raikou. And it's just Raikou and Chaos Sorcerer both look amazing as golds. It's just they look epic. And then Titanial. I didn't really want this one as bad as some other cards, but it was still something I was after. So Titanial was really cool to pull. So that was the entire. Those were the cards I pulled. I got a Kaiba mat, but traded it for a Yugi mat. Overall, it was a really good set. Like a really good pack of cards that I pulled. Like I said, Gold Series 4. It's not bad, not good. More or less, it's disappointing. It had a lot of potential, didn't live up to it. So, thanks for watching this video. Maybe it'll convince you to maybe pick up a Gold Series 4. I'm probably not going to pick up another one. So, yeah, this was one of those things where I buy one, I'm done with it. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.